Hello, my name is Eric Duncan. Today we will talk about communication in comedy. Now, successful comedy is found in everyday, ordinary communication. It has served great comedians throughout the ages for years, from the body language of Charlie Chaplin to the slang of Chris Rock. Comedy's greats have been using the same communication devices that we use every day to make us laugh till we cry. Today I will be providing you two examples of the use of communication theory in the screenplay A Funny Thing Happened on the Way to the Forum. First, we will look at how body shape and size is used, and then how mixed messages are used in a comedic way. Now, body shape and size is very interesting because it's very subjective. For example, in, say, Africa, in a poor area where there's not a lot of food, people who are the heaviest set, that weigh the most, are considered beautiful because they have wealth to eat. Now, that same idea does not apply in every culture. For instance, in China in the 1960s, people were starving to death, but skinny was still considered more beautiful and fat was considered ugly. In America, for example, we range from the idea of like a voluptuous woman like Beyonce, to that being beautiful, to the 1980s models of the stick-thin Kate Moss style. Then we're also going to be talking about mixed messages, which is when you say one thing, but your body clearly shows that you believe another. For instance, if you've ever seen a show called Lie to Me, it's about a man who studies body language, and it shows how what we say doesn't always match how we feel. For instance, if you're holding a secret, one will usually, when you're trying to hide it, you'll put your hands a certain way over your body. Or if you're angry but you're hiding it, your face will you'll make a face like a grimace or a angry clenching of the teeth without even noticing it, but you're giving away the fact that you're actually sending mixed messages and you're lying about what you're saying. Our bodies and faces say much more than we would like them to say when we're trying to hold things back. The example that we'll be using for body and shape in the movie is when Sudius is told that he has to mate with this slave woman. And then for the mixed messages, we'll be using the scene where Sudius and Hiro have to go, and he takes him to the brothel, and they're looking for his true love. And they will be going through all the courtesans, and you will see the mixed messages there. We'll go ahead and start the scene there. Alright, so what did you think? Okay, so first we have the body shape and size. Clearly, the woman is the same size and shape as Pseudolus, but he doesn't feel any attraction towards her. His attraction level is somewhere above himself, and that's where the beauty is always in the eye of the beholder. He does everything from try to run away from her, hides in a tree, falls out of a tree, does everything he can to get away from her. Now, the next part we talk about mixed messages. Now, this is the longest part of the scene. Now, we see when they go in, especially the Gemini part with the two twins. Is my favorite because he's so enamored, Pseudolus is, and he wants them so badly, but he can't have them. And you can tell when Lycus takes his heartbeat that Lycus knows that he wants them, but he keeps telling him no, and Lycus is confused as to why. Eventually leads to them being shuffled out because they're just shoppers when they're actually looking for another woman. But in these ways, we see mixed messages, we see body shape and size in both instances. And we can see this in many other comedies throughout the world. I hope that as you watch more comedies today that you will see and understand this more and be able to pick this out as you go on your day and realize that communication is in comedy everywhere. Thank you.